In this video, I'll show you my technique for creating an oxidized silver finish and a gorgeous icy blue fantasy finish on brass. I'm using a 6-inch strip of patterned brass. I've cleaned up the metal, soldered on bezel cups, and given it a satin finish. I'll be using Gilders Paste in iris blue and silver. I start with a spritz of cool slip in a glass dish so I can thin the iris blue. I know I need to thin it because it's very dry and crumbly, so I dip my brush into cool slip and use that to wet the paste. The brush picks up a lot of the cool slip, so I'm going to spread this out and let it soak in. The goal is to get the paste to a creamy consistency. Then when it's ready, I use a dabbing technique to apply the paste. I need complete coverage of the blue, so if I want it to be silver later, I need it to be blue now. When I've got it all covered and all the details done, then I'm going to let this dry overnight or at least 6 hours in a dehydrator on low. Next, I apply the silver using my finger, and I dab it on so that I don't cover up the blue in the recesses. Then here on these untextured areas, I can wipe my finger across it so I get a more solid coverage. Then once I've done as much as I can with my finger, I'll finish this up using a brush to get at the details. And notice that I'm not wiping the brush, I'm dabbing so I don't fill in the recesses. Once I have that done, I need to let this dry again for 24 hours or for 6 hours in the dehydrator set on low. Then after that, I'm going to use a soft, dry brush and I'm going to poke out the excess paste from the back and clean away any dried excess from the front and the back. And then I can set my stones and form this into a cuff. The silver can now be buffed by hand by burnishing lightly with clean fingers, or I could use a soft buffing cloth to bring up the shine. I use a steel brush to polish the inside to a mirror finish. Another thing that can be made from this same combination of Gilders Paste colors is this beautiful icy blue fantasy finish. I used a 3M bristle disc in pumice to buff off almost all the silver color from the detail, and I let the brass show through in a couple of spots. Then I used a steel brush to remove all the material from the top and bottom bands, which gives this piece a casual, elegant feel. Visit our Learning Center at www.cooltools.us for more cool jewelry making videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and be sure to sign up for our email list to be the first to hear about new videos, new products, contests, and other cool stuff from Cool Tools.